A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight.
He reversed it.
You think you know me?
So when you see JBL in action like this, do you ever think he misses being an active competitor?
I am certain. Every day of his life. There's nothing a superstar loves more than stepping between those ropes and proving himself against the greatest superstars in the world.
And for him to have to give that up, only under...
I don't believe it! He's been eliminated! Uh-oh. Come on! You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going!
I don't think that's gonna happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this! Come on, do something, quick! I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it. I love it!
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite him. He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up. Kenny's come so far at such a young age. We could be looking at...
That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar.
The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination.
Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
You're not going to get him with that one.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having a crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping. He's not going to get caught with that one.
That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too. What a counter!
Straddling that ring rope has got to be just about the most uncomfortable thing a human being can endure.
No kidding, JR. Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow. Could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
The power of the alpha male is just plain scary.
No, he's all... And there's the elimination. What a reversal.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, he took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. He saw that one coming.
tell you what, it wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit to see Nitro taking...
Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
Watch out! He reversed it!
And it's been reversed.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now. Talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. That's one fewer superstar in this match. A textbook reversal there. He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their mind.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off. He's a slippery devil. For over a decade, WWE fans have been thrilled by the daredevil antics of Jeff Hardy.
And you'd think that after all this time, Jeff might think about slowing down a little.
That seems highly unlikely to me. Jeff isn't going to let his fans down by giving less than 100%.
Yeah, but if he keeps giving 100%, that's not going to leave him with much. Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact.
You know, despite the fact that he spent a lot of his career on Smackdown and in WCW, Gregory Helms has actually turned out okay.
Okay? How can you say that?
Wow, he wasn't too jumped about throwing him out.
This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar. Finley's had a long and distinguished career in this business, and I swear he can still go better than superstars half his age.
He's taking care of himself, that's for sure. He looks pretty fit, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would, King. I'd say he looks very fit indeed.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Nitro is his confidence. Wouldn't you say so, JR?
Well, you can call it confidence, but I call it cockiness. And as far as I'm concerned, his daddy should have taken him to the woodshed once or twice more than he did.
That's your answer to everything, JR. Take him to the woodshed. What kind of advice is that?
A reverse.
Up and over and out. Eliminated. I can't believe he countered that one.
That went nowhere. He countered that and made it look easy.
You hear the clock ticking.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any...
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR. Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. His opponent telegraphed that one.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
I'll tell you, this MVP is 1 in a million.
Well, if that's the case, I'd like to see the other 999,000.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission.
There's the reversal. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
He countered that one perfectly. Sabu and all those other ECW superstars disgust me. Oh my gosh, he's been eliminated from the match.
You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand? He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
I'll tell you what, it seems like ever since young Gregory, there he goes. He's out of the match.
Time to play the game!
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all. Excellent count. What ring presence. There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes,
He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
I've got the look.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But this is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous.
I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game.
I'm not so sure this one's about winning or losing anymore. I think it's become more personal than that.
Of course it's personal, JR. Anytime you step into the ring with someone who wants to beat you down in order to win the match, it's personal.
I guess I can't argue with that, King. I just wonder if they'll be able to settle their differences in this match, or if it's going to wind up bigger than that. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly. Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the heartbreak has got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count, King. Even you have to admit that he's done a lot for this business.
Yeah, and the business has done a lot for him. Michaels tries to come off as a goody two-shoes, but when it comes right down to it, he's as much of an egotist as anyone else in the business.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of it?
He just stole his opponent's finishing move. Talk about adding insult to injury, JR.
I'll tell you what, King, the WWE Superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you. Oh, this is even more painful than it looks, folks. These ring ropes are just steel cables with a very thin coating.
Yeah, and this is one surefire way to take the fight right out of your opponent. Look at that. He's using the ring rope against his opponent.
It's not easy to watch, but using the ring...
Oh, boy. This looks like an all-or-nothing move. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without...
Uh-oh. Looks like he's got a song he wants to play for his opponent.
Sweet Chin music! That's a toe tapper, all right. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar. They call him the Samoan Bulldozer, and you don't get closer to the truth than that.
No kidding. He's just about as big and almost as strong. And the only difference is, you can turn a bulldozer off if something goes wrong. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE Superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. He's tuning up the choir, and I think we all know what's next.
Sweet chin music! He just laid his opponent out cold. Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic.
I wonder if SmackDown's gonna have anything nearly this good next Friday.
I think we both know the answer to that one, King. How could they compete with a match like this?
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his own.
I think you've got a selective memory there, King Fish. I seem to remember Triple H and Ric Flair turning on Orton and knocking some of the cockiness out of him when they did it.
Well, if that's true, it's just a matter of jealousy. And I think that's pretty sad, coming from two men who have more than 25 world title reigns between them.
The Game and Flair are no strangers to championship gold, but Orton won it younger than either one of them. And don't think he didn't let it go straight to his head either.
You always see the worst in people, JR. Why shouldn't Orton be proud of being the youngest world champion in WWE history?
I've had many opportunities to see Carlito up close and in person, and I have to tell you, I'm impressed with what this kid brings to the table.
What's that exactly? A bunch of half-chewed apples? What's so cool about that?
I tell you what's cool, King, and that's the charisma and athletic ability of this second-generation superstar.
Sorry, JR, but I just don't see it. Maybe they'll get it right with the third generation. I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. He's just another superstar with more muscles than brains as far as I'm concerned.
You couldn't be more wrong, King. I've always...
He's lifting up his opponent. This could be it, JR.
There it is! The Glory Bomb! What an impact!
I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a match of the year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
Everyone says they can't take their eyes off of Chavo, JR, and neither can I.
That's good advice. You never know when he might try to hit you from behind.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age.
Oh boy, you might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about. It's not ballet, you know.
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here tonight.
These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King, and quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside.
And here he goes, taking advantage of a stunned opponent.
And how, JR? He just exploded with that gory bomb.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? I'd hate to be that referee, JR. Can you imagine having to tell one of these superstars no?
Boy, I think I've had nightmares about trying to do something like that, King. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't, and that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever.
Here's your winner, Chavo Guerrero.